Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're, well, you can see here, we've done some work to Brandon Snyder's truck here, and it's looking pretty darn good. We've got just a little bit left to do, which we'll show you. And this thing is about ready to hit the road and go to some races. But this video, we're putting fenders on and buffing things and putting that shock box cover on back there and changing out lights and all kinds of stuff. So it's a pretty cool video, and I think you guys will enjoy it. All right, so here's where we're at right now. Doesn't look like it's dusty again, but the fenders and all the black on the truck has been buffed out. So it looks has a lot better luster to it now. Looks way better. And we've got back here, we got the shock box cover on. That's an Iowa custom shock box cover. And the truck's 4-inch lights in there. We changed our lights back here. And Shock is working on the rear center panel right now that's gonna go between these fenders. And obviously we've got the shift fenders installed, painted, ready to rock and roll. Back here, we got our new cross member in, and we've got our rear center panel. Frame's been touched up. We're gonna put chrome caps over the bolts. Gonna get that dialed in. And then this is our center panel. Hold that. So he's just drilling the holes. We'll put bolts in there, which will bolt to the brackets, the fender brackets in the front of the truck. And then the guys are gonna paint this real quick, and we'll put this on tomorrow. But it's almost finished. Fifth wheel's polished and put back on. And we'll get the rest of this stuff knocked out, and then Brandon will be here to pick this thing up in about 48 hours. So we're almost there. This thing's freaking, we get all this stuff done and pull it outside. It's got a good look to it now. It's different. I like it a lot better. Just doing these updates to it's a pretty big difference. So yep, let's keep plugging away at this thing. All right, we got the plate on, fitted up, bolted in place, ready to rock and roll. So now we're gonna pull this thing back off, and then the guys are gonna paint it black. And we'll put our lights in there and plug it all back in and be ready to rock and roll. But looks pretty good. I like this look with the shift fenders and that plate and everything. It's pretty sharp looking. So here is where we're at. You guys saw it when it first came in the last video, and it had WTI fenders. We took all those off. We've got the shift fenders on it now. They look super good. I always like these because they got such a longer drop to them. They look nice. Then back here, we've got the 12 gauge center panel put in. We've got the new cross member in there. We widened out his airlines and stuff like he wanted. It looks awesome. Touched up the frame back here. And the other panel, you know, we had it mounted up there. We took it back off. So Mark and Eli are gonna get that painted in the morning. We'll put we'll get it on, put the lights in it. And that pretty well gets us buttoned up. The only couple things left to do past that will be caps on the end of these bolts here. And then caps on the bolts back there. We'll just put the chrome ones on it. And Peter polished the wheels all out on this thing and the tanks. And then we buffed the black on the truck, which from the last video to what it looks like now, night and day difference. It's got a good luster to it, a lot deeper black, cleaned up really good. Got the cab lights on and all that stuff, but she's almost ready to go. Brandon's coming to pick this thing up in 2 days. So basically we'll get this stuff done tomorrow and we'll wash the truck, take it outside, and it'll be ready for him to head to the races with it. I think he picks this thing up, he's going straight to Bradenton. But we changed out the lights. We put these trucks lights in here, which I like these. They're pretty cool looking. And when we get all the lights on this thing, I'll pull it outside in the evening and show you guys in the next video how the lights look on the truck. Because again, we changed every light on the truck. They're all brand new. And you know, this center panel is gonna have lights there. And I don't think we've ever put this style light in before. So I'll be interested to see how these things look when they're all lit up. They're pretty nice looking. Also real quick, because I know in the comments, I thought about this and I'm gonna show you guys because some people are gonna ask about what lights these are. These are the crystal super diode LED lights from trucks, the 4-inch deals. And there you go, there you got a part number and everything right there if you're interested in those. And then we just use the steel rings for them. And those are the lights. So we got ambers and reds on this truck in these, and they're all matched, which is pretty cool. Oh, and then I'll show you this real quick. Here's what's been going on in the paint shop on other stuff we've been doing this week. So this is Jacob Chandler's 389, and we're painting cab sleeper panels on it. We're painting the fuel tanks and the air tanks. We're painting the def tank cover, doing the whole frame on this truck, doing a deck plate, which is right here. So we got the Iowa Customs airline box, Merit deck plates in that box, and then we got the Iowa Customs toolbox, which sits in there. It's upside down right now, but that just sits right down there in the frame, and give them a toolbox area for some storage. And this whole thing's gonna be pretty sharp. We're also painting the door handles on this dude, and then we're putting 12 gauge brackets front and rear with the breather lights. It'll have a hidden hood latch kit, and we'll put hooks back in these 2 holes there to clean that up. And like we'll paint this little screw there so everything matches. And then we're also doing 12 gauge stainless steel boxes on both sides of this truck. It's gonna be pretty sharp looking ride. It's got a nice visor for it that he brought with the truck already. And then we're doing a 12 gauge 20-inch bumper on this dude too. So a lot of stuff to do this truck yet, but getting pretty close. This thing's gonna get painted and this thing will go together pretty quick once the paint work's done. And then over here, we got Troy's 389X. I almost said 379X. 389X. And we upgraded his wheels. Troy said he wanted to do something, you know, he wanted to be a little different. And so we just went ahead and said, you know what, bud, we're gonna put some nice wheels in this thing, some custom ones. Those there, they're multicolored, blue and green, and there's some rust on there too. I mean, that's high class, really. I'm just kidding. We're gonna be painting the hubs, and we're painting the frame on this truck. So we got our junk wheels on it, move it around and paint it. We took the fenders off. Peter polished the fenders out, and they look super good. So now we can put them back on. Also, I'm not gonna try to pick this up by myself, but inside here, you can see where the paint is painted black. The fenders actually come on the inside, they're not painted. So we taped everything off and painted the black inside the fenders. That way when they're on the truck, it just looks a little cleaner. Then back here, we got the T-bars and all the mounts off for the shift fenders, and kind of getting the frame prepped. to get ready for paint. And we got a lot of sandblasting to do, a whole lot, because we still got to we started sandblasting this today, and that's as far as we got. So we'll get back on that some more, get all this sandblasted and prepped and ready for paint, and then we can paint all those pieces and put it back together. And then over here, I'll show you inside the paint booth, because we have some pretty cool stuff in there too. So in the paint booth, we've got the fenders painted already. Jacob's gonna have such a nice looking truck. I love red too, so like an all red truck doesn't hurt my feelings. It's gonna look super awesome. We got the 12 gauge cabin sleeper panels all painted up and ready to go. So they just sprayed these this afternoon, and we'll take them out of the booth in the morning, and they'll go on the shelf and get ready to be put on the truck. But yeah, they look pretty awesome. I mean, this is just straight paint. They haven't buffed this or nothing. And you can see it looks awesome. So, yep, that's what we got there. All right, guys, that's it for the video. We made some good headway here. We're almost done. There's light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. We just got that one panel back there to finish putting on the lights, and we've got one other thing I forgot to mention. We also changing the lock mechanism out on the passenger side toolbox, but it takes like 5 minutes. We're doing those two deals tomorrow, and as soon as Mark and Eli get the paint work done, then Shock and Philip will get these things knocked out, and this thing will be ready to rock and roll. Let us know what you think about it. Like, what do you think about the transformation? Do you like the truck now that we got cab lights on it instead of them being in the visor? Do you like the shift fenders on here and the center panel instead of the T-bars and whatnot? I personally like it. That's the kind of stuff I like on a truck, so I'm all for it. But Brandon likes it. I've been sending him pictures. He's pretty happy with it. And he's picking it up on Friday. So there'll be another video on this, which will show you what this thing looks like lit up in the evening time. And we'll get it washed and walk around and do a whole proper, like, here's what the truck is. And maybe Brandon will go down the road with us and we'll take a ride and talk a little bit about his race program. So that'll be the next video coming up on this one anyhow. And otherwise, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. Be sure to check out the website, semicasualshow.com. Don't forget we have a truck show, the Semi-Casual Truck Show, which is in August. So check that out. We've got all kinds of good stuff going on. And down below here, there's links to Fitzgerald Peterbilt website. If you're looking for a new truck, we've got those. If you want information on the truck show, there's a website below in the description for that. And other than that, we'll just see you guys on the next video. Later.